she touch turns to gold. She's a winner. The girl's a winner.
Hey Libra! Hope you guys like my little theme song up there. And you're digging this artwork. See, I love you Libras and Tauruses. You guys always appreciate my work. Pisces too now. You guys appreciate the artwork. This is a painting I did of the Hypnotic Brass Ensemble. It's a group of 8 brothers. Okay, yes, they're brothers and they're actually blood brothers. Okay, and they're a band and they tour. They're the #1 European live band to go see. They've hit the charts and they tour all around the world playing this badass jazz and hip hop. Okay, so Hypnotic Brass Ensemble. I used to play the drums for them. The first that I heard of. I think they might have had another chick, but I was the first female drummer that used to rock, that got to rock with Hypnotic Brass Ensemble. So I did this painting of them. Love this color. Anyway, AstroDe here, coming with the Astro flavor for November's monthly horoscopes. All right. So, all right, Libra, we're getting it down today. Venus is in your first house. So I know you've been enjoying this new makeover and looking good, or battling if you look good or not. You know, some of y'all have been lagging and feeling like, uh-oh, when Venus was in your 12th, you wasn't doing nothing, staying home, getting chunky, reading books and stuff. And now Venus was in your first and you're like, oh, shoot, everybody's looking at me, but I still look good, though. I still look good because Venus is on my body. Venus is on my body, right? We just believe it. So that's going to sextile Saturn in the 3rd. Maybe you're communicating to yourself better. Maybe you found a grounded way to not be bragging and boastful and still be humble, but value yourself, and a humble way of valuing yourself. So self-communication becomes better at this time. You might be feeling more balanced in your overall life, looking extra good lately. All right? Changing deeply and stabilizing within yourself because of this new transformation involving beauty. Sun in your 2nd house trines Neptune in your 6th. So you might see, you may find pride and value in the things unseen, the hidden, mysterious. You might find inspiration, especially involving what you're doing on a normal routine. Your normal routines either become really confusing or they become whimsical in some type of way. Be like just fantasy-like, right? And that's in harmony. That's in harmony with how you're building your money. So maybe you might write a story that can make you a lot of money on this day. Do creative work because the sun is going to be in the 2nd house of earning your income and building. So do some creative work because it could affect, your work life, or keep your routines, imaginary. Keep your routine creative because it could affect your income and how you're making your money in a very positive way, because this is a positive aspect. All right, happening November the 3rd. Now you got a new moon in your 8th house. New moon in Taurus, 11 degrees Taurus. That's your 8th house. All right, November the 5th. This is a good thing. Right? It's time to get serious about those skeletons that could be in your closet, Libra. Whatever's going on under the surface, the things that you want to talk to your therapist about and nobody else about, those things, all right, are going to come to the light. Either they come to the light within you or something gets revealed, something is mirrored back to you to bring you to conclusions about what's been going on in this 8th house area here. All right? It's time to get serious about it. Purge what's no longer needed emotionally, psychologically, those old things that we're holding on to. Let it go. Just let it go. Venus is also going to enter Scorpio. Mercury enters Sag. This is on the same day, November the 5th, that I was talking about, where you have that full moon. Mercury is going to enter Sagittarius, and that's your 3rd house. So you're going to be communicating a lot, pushing through a lot of this information. So it might even be difficult for you to hold back your experience of this full moon in in Taurus. You might just be talking about it, just like, you know what, this is what I believe. I believe that this full moon did so and so and so and so. Because Mercury is in Sagittarius as well, so it's quite deep thinking, and creating beliefs and trying to stabilize the things of the 3rd house, new insights on your neighborhood and your neighbors, your cousins. You know, and you could definitely talking to cousins and your family members if you got cousins. All right, Venus enters Scorpio. It comes to your second house now. So Venus moves out of the first. So you got that good loving. Hopefully that helped you, made you look good. So now you can make some money when it goes into your second house now. With it being in Scorpio, the value is in the beauty, and the value and beauty is in the mysterious. What is unknown? What is below the surface? That's the beautiful part of it. Getting deep is a beautiful thing with Venus in the second house in Scorpio. You know, there's value in intimacy in those people that don't say everything and not talking as much as you are right now. You can get more value in how you're earning and getting your resources. Venus, the same Venus is going to conjunct Jupiter. So everything here, this is about how you are getting that money, Libra. Everything's in your second house now. A lot of stuff is in your second house, I should say. Venus is going to conjunct Jupiter there, so you really could get a gift out of all the people in the signs. Venus conjuncting Jupiter is gifts, and that's in your second house of receiving things and earning things. So maybe something that you've been building up is coming, you get a gift, you know? Expansion. Jupiter touches whatever expands. Jupiter is touching your earned income, so it's expanding that earned income sector. Ooh, I'm jealous, Libra. You're looking good and you're making that money, or you should be. You should be. So, you know, we look at that. I'm reading this book now called The Millionaire Mindset, and it's so good by Eckhart Harve. Please forgive me. I'm going to try to re-put it in the comments. But I'm reading this book right now, and it's really awesome about how to build your income and value yourself. Right? I forgot my point, so I'm gonna keep moving on. So November the 13th, Mars is gonna be careful now because Mars is gonna square Neptune. Mars is gonna be in your first house and it's gonna square Neptune. So, all right, Mars in the first house, Libra. You guys are looking good, but try not to have too much of an attitude. Don't be too hot-headed. All right, don't push too hard and too forward. Here with Mars there in the first house, you're gonna be real feisty. You're real feisty, but be careful that, you know, that doesn't cause violence on you. You know, be very careful of thefts and robberies. Be easy with your body. Any medication or drugs that you take on this day, November 13th, I wouldn't. If you can avoid it, be very careful. Make sure you take it accordingly, because Neptune rules medications and stuff as well, and it's a square on your body, right? No drugs that day. Save your crack for another one. Don't do it. All right, no, I'm just saying. Crack is whack. Crack is whack. Venus in Scorpio, your second house. So ideals between the type of work that you want to do and your earning and your income could come up with that Venus trining Neptune, I believe. Venus in Scorpio. That's what I believe I was trying to communicate on this. Neptune is, how many from Libra? 1, 2, yeah. So with that being so, wait, let me get it right. So Libra's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Oh shit, I was right. It's in the sixth house. I gotta trust my notes. So Scorpio, the sixth house. Ideals between the type of work you do and your income could come. An ideal. Venus trining Neptune is usually the ideal comes about. Fruition comes. Venus in the second, not necessarily fruition, but just the vision. More so the vision of the goodness to come and the magicalness. November the 18th, we got a new moon, y'all, in Scorpio. That new moon in Scorpio falls into your second house. See, making this money. Now you understand why I'm saying that, Libra. You need to make it. You need to figure out, what am I doing? How can I build these resources? Maybe you get a new idea on this new moon. On November the 18th, that's the best time to start any kind of action plan that you have to gain money. If you want to start your own business, if you want to start hustling, all right, November the 18th, let it grow with that new moon. All right, let it grow with the moon. Mercury's now in Sagittarius. With Mercury in Sag, where does Sag fall from you, Libras? Let me get it right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Mercury's in your third house. Making that communication is going to trine Uranus in your seventh. So maybe your partner could surprise the hell out of you and say something new. You got a surprise coming. So be careful. This is at the end of the month, I believe around the 23rd, 24th. 22nd, Neptune goes direct. Neptune in your 6th house goes direct. So anything that's been unclear involving your health, maybe you might get it a little bit better. You might get a little more clear. You know, a little less in the clouds and out of total confusion. Not total confusion, right? And then, you know, the Mercury trines Uranus. So in all, I think this is going to be a lovely month. Getting that money, Libra. Looking good. Making dough. All right? You got Saturn hitting in your 3rd, so, you know, get mature. Libra, get out of the superficial world. They claim you guys are superficial. They try to say it. You know, Saturn's in your 3rd, so that's making you a little deeper. Giving a little depth to the Libra communications. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, Libra. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you really enjoyed it, please get a detailed reading with me. We'll go over the month. We'll go over the next 2 months. We'll go over the next year if you'd like. I also offer that service as well. I do love and partnerships and relationships, Libra. I know it's important to y'all. And I do that as well. I'll put you and your partner together and talk about that dynamic with you. Follow me on Instagram at AstroDe Stars 5. Okay, or shoot me an email at AstroDstars, just without the 5 on the email. Shoot me an email, ask me a question, tell me what you think, and or get a service, get a reading, because it could really help you in a lot of ways. I like to give empowerment to the people that I do readings for, and I like to leave people with a sense of how they can get control of their own life in some way. There's nothing more empowering than feeling something is just happening to me. No, get in control. We can change things. We can flow with the energies and make it work for us. Right? So have a wonderful November, Libra. Stay gorgeous. Tell me about your new hairstyles in the comments and the new looks with the Venus in the 1st house. And have a great month.